I'm going to put a little bit here. Oh, that wasn't a little bit. Sorry. A little bit on my hand, and I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to tap it into the product. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to tap that onto my face. Like I said, I'm going to do one side with this and one side with the powder. So you're just tapping it and tapping it. See, and I guess for me also, I just don't really like the feeling of liquid foundation. But everyone's different. Now I'm going to buff it into my face in circles. Everyone's different. Some people cannot live without their liquid foundation. They love it. I'm more of a powder girl. That's just my opinion. Like I said, nothing here is set in stone. And as you can see, already my skin is starting to look more even out. I hope you can see. And you want to bring that foundation down to your neck. Make sure you have a good match. The worst thing you can do, and I've seen it done many times, and it's not good, guys. You never leave the foundation, just leave that line there. No, bring it down to your neck and blend it out. Your neck and your face should match. So that's that side. Foundation, no foundation. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I can see it in the mirror. One side looks, you know, I can see all the oiliness. I can see the different colors. And this side just looks nice and even. So now I'm going to do really quick for you this side with my my powder. And for this, I use a different brush. This is more of a buffing brush. And I just go in there. The camera keeps dying on me, but hopefully this is it. And I've got some of that product on my brush, and I'm just going to buff it out into my face. And like I said, this is my favorite one. But they both do the same thing. I'm going to take a little bit more of that product. Remember to go down to your neck. Maybe for the winter, I'll try to use the liquid foundation because it actually doesn't feel bad. And you can always set your liquid foundation with your powder. So like I have liquid on this side, and I can go in and set it with a little bit of this powder. Just so that it doesn't move. See, the liquid side to me just feels sticky. I don't like that. Where this side doesn't. So you buff that in, bringing it down to your neck, and that's how you apply your foundation. Or that's how I apply my foundation. Now, if I had to choose between the two, this is nice and soft. This is more sticky. I like my powder foundation. So that's what foundation does. My skin looks nice and even now, ready for makeup. I put my concealer first. Remember, concealer, I did it under my eyebrows and on top of my eyebrows. Then I went in and I covered up some spots that I didn't like with my concealer. And then I went in now with my foundation. Now if you notice with my foundation, if you look here, I'm a little bit darker here than my face. So now we're going to talk about bronzers. All a bronzer is, there's so many different kinds. Not only are there different kinds or different tones or different colors, you want to find a bronzer that's going to match your skin tone or complement your skin tone. You don't want to get a bronzer if you're really light skin. You don't want to get a really brown bronzer because obviously it's not going to look right. There are some bronzers that are just for color, give you like, it almost gives you like a sun-kissed look, and that's what it should look like a sun-kissed look. It shouldn't look like you went in and put brown makeup on your face. I like to use the ones that have some kind of a shimmer in it as well. The one that I've used right now is also from MAC, and these are called Mineralized Skin Finishes. And I actually don't use this as a bronzer because I don't really need a bronzer, but I use it more just for some sparkle on my face, like a highlight underneath my cheeks, and I'll show you how I do that. But for the sake of showing you what a bronzer is, I am going to apply a bronzer today, and it's going to just give me a little bit of a darker complexion, I guess you would say. So this one that I'm going to try today, or I'm going to use, I've tried it before. This is from Wet n Wild, and it just opens like this, and it has a bunch of strips, and as you can see, it has the darker colors, and it has like the bronzy colors here, the brown and the lighter color. What you want to do is you want to take a brush and you just want to go over it lightly. Just pick up some of that product and you're just going to sweep it around over your face. Like I said, I'm not going to go very hard on this because I don't like too much bronzer on my face, but I do like the shimmer. Okay, so and you're just going to go in I go across under my eye, up and around. And again, this is how I do it. Doesn't mean this is how you have to do it. You know, you've got to play with your makeup and see what you like. But this is a bronzer. So we've gone over concealers, we've gone over foundations, there's powder and liquids, and now this is our bronzer. And all this did was it made me look like I've kind of been out in the sun a little bit. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it definitely looks like I went out in the sun a little bit, and it gave me a bit of a sparkle all over. So that's what a bronzer does. Gives you that sun-kissed look so that your face doesn't look washed out. Okay? And like I said, there's many different ones. This one is from NYC. This one is from Wet n Wild, and this one is more brown. This one is from Wet n Wild, and it's more on the pink side. See? One is more brown, one is pinker. So these are bronzers. If you're a little bit lighter, maybe you'd want to try this one instead of the brown. But because of my skin tone, the brown looks nice. The pink also looks nice. Just to give me a flush of pink under my cheeks. Okay? Speaking of cheeks, next we're going to go into talking about blushes. Now, some people do not like to wear blush. I love blush. And I think you can, you know, wear it right and it's beautiful. Some people think it's only for old ladies. I won't mention any names, but someone told me that once. And little do they know that blush brings out your cheeks. It makes you look, you know, like when you were outside and you got that really good tan that you loved and your cheeks just look like they got a little bit of sun on them and they got nice and red. Well, that's what blush does. There are many different colors of blush. I'm going to show you a blush palette that I have, and so you can see some of the many colors. These are all different colored blushes, from really, really light pinks to mauves to like more of a golden brown, a darker brown, hot pink. You know, this is more of an orangey brown. Many different kinds, and you just have to go in and figure out which kind you like. I tend to like more of the peachy blushes. This one is called Fun and Games, and it's a blush from MAC. And it's more of a, this is like my go-to blush right now. It's a peach blush. It's not really red, but it does give me a feeling like I have some color to my cheeks and not fleshed out. So what I do is I take a blush brush. This is called a blush brush or a powder brush. And I get some of that product onto my blush, onto my brush. And I go to my cheeks. And I'm not going to start from here. I'm going to start at an angle. And I'm going to swirl it all the way up, okay? Really soft. I'm not going on there hard. I'm going nice and soft. I'm just giving myself a little flush of color on my cheeks and up into my temple. See that? I hope you can tell. And it's also just giving me some definition to my face. You know, it's breaking everything up, so it's making me look thinner. Love blush. Just getting some more, and I'm going to do it to this side now. And going up. Now, this blush, like I said, is a peach. So it looks just like I've gotten a little bit of sun and I've got a little color now on my face. I can go in with this other blush that I have, and it is called Love Thing, and it's more of a rosy red. Now this is very pretty. I like to wear this blush when I have more of like a neutral look on my eyes. Most of the time my looks on my eyes are more smoky, not so much neutral. So I tend to go towards the peach color just because I don't want to have like a bold color eye and then have this bold blush on my face. My opinion. But if I have like a neutral color on my eye, like let's say I'm just doing like a brown and gold neutral color, then I'll go for this and I'll add some red to my cheeks, or this is really a pink, a rose pink, and it's just gonna show up a little more. See, and even there it's like, whoa, I'm not used to having that much blush on, so I'm just gonna buff it out. I like blush, but I like it to be subtle on me. Everyone's different. I'm just buffing that out and up. That looks better. See, now it looks like someone just came and gave me a little pinch. and it's just my blush.